Oh fuck, we're already recording. Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I just changed my microphone to my friend.
I've got a mic sitting on me. You can hear
Oh
me
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I can hear you great.
All right, cool. Um, and my speakers. Okay. Hell yeah, I can hear you through my.
Beauty.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's perfect.
All right, Matty.
You
Well,
like?
thanks
You
for
like the little
jumping on.
background I put on?
Yeah, that's sick. I love that. I love it. That's awesome. Well, mate, thanks for jumping on the potty, especially last minute. This is awesome. I've been following you on Instagram and your podcast for a little bit. Seeing you around on social media, and it's super, super sick. I just love your commitment and passion about the West Tigers, right? So with that, can you kind of introduce yourself to the audience a little bit about who you are, maybe what you do, and then when you started supporting the best team in the world?
Yeah, sure. My name's Matt, better known as MattyG. I have a podcast called Speak Free with MattyG. Um, and it wasn't really started as a rugby league podcast, I guess. Obviously, I always talked about the Tigers on there. But it wasn't until I started having other NRL content creators on there that my NRL, I guess, audience grew. And it became sort of yeah, I still wouldn't call it an NRL podcast. It's more than that, but I definitely have lent more into that for sure, especially this year. In terms of when I became a fan, 2003 was the first game I went to as a kid. My pop actually took me to a
Uh,
Manly versus West Tigers game. He was a Manly fan, um, and I had the choice. My dad was a Western Suburbs Magpies fan, so it was sort of in my blood and instilled in me to be a Tigers fan. So I was born in '97, so um, I guess I've really only ever known them as West Tigers, you know. So,
yeah, for
um,
sure.
but yeah, so 2003, I would say that's my sort of first actual memory of being a fan. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. And then, since you remember being a fan, who's your favorite player of all time? It can be current, can be past. Who's your just favorite West Tigers player that you're like, this is the reason I support this team?
Benji Marshall, 100%.
100%. So how do you feel about him being our coach?
I love it. I love it. I just hope, I just pray that the board and especially Shane Richardson at least lets him see out his deal with us, which is 2 more years after this year. I think he is more than deserving of that in terms of anyone at the club. And you can see the fruits of his vision starting to come through now. I think a year without sorry, I'll just turn my phone on do not disturb because it was buzzing and it's
Oh,
pissing
you're
me
good.
off. um, but in I guess with Latu Finu coming in now, we're starting to see that more Benji-esque style of
Mm.
play, I guess, with the side. And I think a year without disruption and with hopefully minimal injuries, which we've seen a lot of injuries this year. I think we can really start to see that vision come to life.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, you now say, well, Benji Marshall-esque in Latu. I've said that on my channel for probably since the start of this season, ever since we saw Latu play a little bit here and there. And so seeing him come in is so refreshing because obviously we had the saga that happened earlier on in the season, and there was a lot of mixed opinions around that. I wasn't too sold on Lockie Galvin personally, but Latu, man, I knew that something was special about him, something was different. And the fact that his brothers are here as well. We have the May brothers, Lai brothers, like things things are looking on the up and up for us finally after these long, like painful years. So I'm super, super pumped. Now, if you were Benji for a day, because I genuinely believe we'll keep Benji around for a lot longer than we think. Richo's made that somewhat clear, I'd say, even if we do get the spoon touch wood, we don't. I don't think we are. But Richo said, even if we do, Benji's still part of our long term plan. And so I think just giving Benji time, giving trusting Benji's process, like there's something going on behind the works that we don't see that I know it's going to be huge for us. And Benji's the kind of guy that is either you're on the bus or you're off the bus, right? And we've seen that obviously with some people that have left the club or come into the
Yeah,
club. We've got Kai Pierce Paul, we've got Taylor May, and then I think we've extended what Tony Suka, Murray, some other guys around, Hope, people like that.
yeah,
Like
hope,
there has been
yep.
some great extensions, great signings. If you're a Benji next year, what is your lineup looking like, man?
Um, well, I think I don't think we need to make any more additions. I think we've got the side to really push for a top eight spot. Um, I would definitely keep the halves as the same with Latu in seven and Luai at six. I think Luai's a better six. And I think it allows him to play a more free style game, similar to what he was playing at Penrith. Um, and I think Latu's ready for that. He's already so direct in his attack, but he also has that ability to play eyes up footy as well and be a bit
Mhm.
more ad lib, and that's what I love. I think I love that he can switch between the two. Um, and it's so early in his career; he's just going to get better and better and better. In terms of our forwards, I think we maybe do there. There is room for maybe another forward or two to come in. I think we have a bit of a discipline issue with some of our forwards. But that's nothing that can't be fixed, right? And it can be. It's a fine line between aggression and giving away penalties. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's hard to toe that line. And I don't want to name players by name to talk shit. I love them all,
Right,
but
right.
I think we all know there's certain players that there are that uh, you know, walk that fine line a bit too often. Um, so I think if we get our discipline in good stead for next year, I think honestly, in all our games that we've won this year, the crucial factors have been ball control, so low error count, and forwards pushing forward,
Hmm.
and as a team having good discipline, right? So you can control you don't give your opposition that easy yardage. That how often do we see Tigers give away a penalty and then they let in a try straight away? Like
Right.
it happens too often, and the way to minimize that is stop giving away bloody penalties.
Yeah, no, right. Control what you can
Um,
control, right?
yeah, but in terms of our squad, I think uh, I mean with Kaipi's Paul there, I think that adds another sort of X factor in our forward pack. For sure. He's quick as well. He's very quick, and his footwork is really good. Um, so I think to have some quick outside backs running off him is phenomenal.
Definitely.
Um,
And we saw what were your thoughts on the Warriors game that we just had? I saw, obviously with the first try with Skelton going over the line was epic, man. Like the way that our back line worked, that we had our outside backs running decoys, that looked freaking sick, but we just couldn't get it going again. What were your thoughts on that game?
yeah, I actually I haven't watched it back on TV yet because I went over to Auckland for
Oh,
it. So I didn't have like I mean I had a good view, but when you're at a game and you've had a few drinks and
right.
you know what I mean? Like I probably need to watch it back to have a proper analysis on it because you don't see everything when you're at a game. But I thought we started really well. But then same sort of issues, which was uh I think our creativity on the opposition's like when we're deep in the opposition's half is really poor. I don't see much creativity there at all. I think it's quite easy to read for a defensive team. Um, and we have good halves and they should be stepping up in those moments. Um, but discipline hurt us again, giving away silly penalties. Um, and just and poor defense, not numbering up. Um, yeah, quite poor defense actually, and it's surprising because our defense has been very, very good in a lot of games this year, and then there's other games where it's been woeful. So um, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint exactly what went wrong, but um, I don't know. I can just tell when Tigers are there to win, and like I felt that against the Roosters in the Roosters game, and I did not get that energy from them in the
Damn.
Warriors game.
Yeah, because I've seen you've been at a lot of games. I mean, this year, past years. You've met a lot of the players. What are some of the players like, man? Like, like you said, we love all the players. There's things that we can all work on, right? But at the end of the day, it's footy. You know, it's bigger than that. And they're just out there to do their job, play their game. But after that, like people giving so much crap for like standing around, shaking hands, giving hugs to their opposition and things like that. It's like who freaking cares? It's footy, mate. Like it's
Yeah.
bigger than just winning, you know. So,
Yeah.
walk us through who
And I
you've
think
met, and oh yeah, sorry, you go.
all I was going to say is people. I think people forget that like just because they're the opposition, they're also their mates, you
Yeah,
know, and a lot of them played together either in junior footy or in other clubs, or they've made friends in representative teams or whatever it may be, or just became mates because they play the same sport, you know.
exactly.
I think that's very normal to stand around and have a chat after your work shift basically is done, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's no different than, after work going to get beers with a mate, you know? It's
100%.
just wild to me that people get so mad at that. It's like, dude, you need to just chill out. You need something else to worry about in life. But
Yeah.
yeah, walk us through some of the players you've met. Kind of like a little bit about them, like just their personality, the interactions, things like that. So I'm super intrigued to hear who you've met and then just what they're like off the field because obviously they come on, they're in game mode, man. They're switched on. You'll see them in the locker room on the camera. They're dialed normally. And then you see all these photos and they're happy, they're smiling, they're mucking around, things like that. So yeah, walk us through that.
Yeah, I think I've met pretty much the whole squad from this year for this year.
Dang.
Um,
Who are some
I'd probably
standouts,
say.
some key players?
Well, Jerome has been one that's always allude. We actually met at my podcast studio, funnily enough, and he was in there doing some clothing label work with Bizza, with the 27 team. Shout out, and uh, and they didn't actually tell me I was recording two potties that day, and I'd finished, and I was just chilling. And then Romy walked in, and he'd just signed with the Tigers at the time, so he wasn't at our club yet, but he just signed like maybe a couple of weeks before. So I was like, I was like, wow, like this is crazy. But super nice, super humble. But we had our proper chat at there was an event at the Star recently with him and Appy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and honestly, I I will defend Jerome forever because
Good.
after that meeting, it was like when the people you look up to. I really admire Jerome. I don't want to be a professional footy player. I mean, it'd be great, uh, but I admire him in terms of just his leadership, how he carries himself, how he speaks, his values. I think are something everyone should aspire to, um, and just the way he interacted with me and spoke to me. And even at the Warriors game, he came up to me and he was like, "It's so good to see you again." Like he remembered me. Like it's moments like that that I think solidify a fan's love for their team and especially for him as a player. Yeah, I couldn't say anything nicer words about him. He's just yeah.
Beautiful. I
I'm so
love
glad
it.
he's at our club.
Oh yeah.
Other players of note, Dream Buller, phenomenal guy, great person. Have a great chat with him. Um, Benji's obviously, incredible. Yeah,
Have
standouts. Adam
you
Dewey. Adam Dewey's
Yes,
always
that
got a
was
lot
gonna
of
be my
time for
question. Adam
fans.
Dewey, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I know there's a whole lot of mixed opinions about what the futures is for him.
He stays.
You reckon?
Yeah. He's not leaving the Tigers.
Why is that?
I just think his love for the club's too much. There was all these stupid media digs during the
Mm-hmm.
week that he got named at lock, and it's somehow a dig at him, but it's not. The fact is we're a bit short in our forward pack,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he makes a really good ball running lock. I think he has,
Absolutely.
yeah, he's a big boy, um, and I think it takes sort of that pressure away from him. That sort of exists, I guess, with he's made a few line breaks in center role, and I don't think he has maybe the quickness or that he to back himself anymore. And I think putting him in that lock role just gives him more of a ball playing sort of opportunity, And
Absolutely.
I think it'll work well. Honestly, I think it's a masterstroke from Benji. We'll see, but
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
on the same boat, man. Like I've been saying for a while, we need a ball playing lock, whether it's Adam Dewey, whether it's even Latu Fainu, man. Like I thought he was going to be an option there for a bit. And he still could be. I don't know what Benji has in plan, but the fact that Benji's like, you know what? let's try this crap out, dude. And I'm all for it. Like he killed it against the Warriors, as best as we could kill it, right? And now going up against the Titans, that's going to be huge. We've got Taylor May in, which I'm super, super pumped about. Big bodied center, what traditionally winger, knows how to play footy, knows how to defend in the footy as well. What are your thoughts on Taylor? What do you hope to see from him? And do you think we keep him past his train and trial deal?
Yes, 100%. We'll keep him past the train and trial deal. He'll probably sign a 3-year deal at the end of this year, I believe. Um, and I say that like I know something. I don't know anything. That's just my prediction. I say that like I'm Michael Chalmers fucking reporting.
Right.
Um, um, no, yeah, I think honestly he's a phenomenal player. He has so much talent. And I think that's very clear in the fact of how well he's just slotted into that New South Wales Cup team, and dominated. We're unlucky to if we had an extra couple minutes in that Warriors game, we would have won, you know.
Yeah,
So came strong, yeah, came home really strong, and it was all off the back of him. So I think he'll annihilate the Gold Coast Titans this weekend. I think he'll absolutely run
absolutely.
rings about around them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so so pumped to go on a freaking spree of just wins for the rest of the freaking year. That'd be so sick.
It'd be
Um,
great.
Now, what do you think's worse for us? So we've had horrible ref calls this year. I feel like the whole NRL kind of has this just rough ref calls. So what do you think's been worse for us? Our ref calls, our errors, and like penalties, or us letting young talent go? What do you feel like is our not biggest weakness, just our biggest sting this year, and previous years as well, if you wanted. But
Mm.
as a Tigers fan, out of those three, what do you think has been getting us the most, negative effect on the club?
Well, I don't ever like to blame the refs for losses, so I'm going to steer clear of that.
Hmm.
I think obviously that I will say hands down, there's been shit calls,
Yeah, right,
100%.
right.
And I think they do change the momentum of the game, but I think that happens to every team, and the best teams learn how to deal with that. So I think we've just got to be better at dealing with that and cut our own, discipline issues down, so that when that does happen, it's not the ninth, 10th penalty, it's the
Hmm.
second or third penalty for the. So little moments like that that we need to get better at. I think I wouldn't say them leaving the club, like a player leaving the club has caught as you know, been our downfall, our weakness. I think it was the disruption around it that
Hmm.
was the weakness for us. It's not so much talent. I think that was okay how that all went down. I was fine with that. Um, and one to watch also, Jared Haywood, young hooker coming through.
Yes, yes.
Um, it was having a quick chat to him on Instagram, maybe a week ago or so. Yeah, he's super keen to rip in, so he's one to watch. Uh, I just think with the Galvin situation, it disrupted us so bad, and we're also a club that's big on vibe. I think
Hmm.
if we got good vibes going around the club, that's when we start to, and we saw that at the start of the year. We had, what were we? What was it? Four from six, maybe, or
Yeah,
three
dude,
from three from five, something like
we were
that.
on a roll, dude. We were on a roll.
Yeah, we were going well. So I think then that happened, and it was just this just awful period of,
Hmm.
I know we had a couple wins in that, but then the Gavin leaving situation, actually like leaving the club to go to Bulldogs,
Hmm.
caused a whole nother media storm, and it was just very messy. And I think it's hard for a club to I guess remain focused on what's going on when there's just so much disruption. And and I think we brought it on ourselves a little bit too with how that was all handled, to some extent. So,
Absolutely.
um, but yeah, you can't change the past. And
No,
the
no.
fact is the players who've left don't want to be there, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm cool with that. I don't want players there either that don't want to be there. They don't deserve to be at the West Tigers if they don't want to be there. So, um, yeah, I have no issue with us losing. Yeah, young talent. I
Absolutely.
don't think
Yeah.
we. I don't think we've lost. I don't think we've lost anyone. I think we've gained.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, when you look at our cup teams, our pathway programs, man, like Mapapalangi, Tutupo, Makasanki, like these guys, like we've got some absolute units coming through. Jared Hayward, like there is just so much to actually like, as I say in my channel, dream big. Like, I have to dream big about, because it's just crazy how much potential and skill and talent and dedication and loyalty that we have coming through. I mean, we saw that with Tristan Hope. Like the amount of time he played in COP to then come out play first grade a few weeks back and absolutely nail it, walk away with a win against the Roosters.
Yeah, he killed it. Absolutely
Man,
killed it for us. Yeah, his delivery out of hooker was fantastic. It was fast, it was accurate, and it got us right on the front foot. He's a huge reason why we won that game, actually.
yeah,
So hats off to Hopey, and I'm so happy that we've brought him up to top 30
yeah, he's
for next year.
unreal. Now, what do you do with Hope for the rest of the season? Because I know I
I
just
would
feel
put him
like
in 14.
Appy. Yeah, really 14. You wouldn't put him on straight off on number 9 straight up and put Appy
Yeah,
in
give
on the
Appy a
bench.
rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
because I think Appy, that how it was working with Talon was actually working really well, with Appy coming off about 30 minute mark, um, and putting putting Talon on then for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then bring Appy on for the end of that game. Um, I think it just, yeah, it set us up really nicely early on, and I think I hope he can offer that same sort of I guess reprieve for Appy.
Definitely, I'm in the
He's
same
not
boat.
getting any younger. So,
No,
you
unfortunately,
know,
man.
yeah, if we could give him if we give him 20 minutes on the bench each week, and it causes him to not be so fatigued in the final 20 minutes and to help us win games, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. And hopefully he is too. Hopefully he sees that. Because ultimately at the end of the day, I want him on this team long term, like till the end of his career. It'd be so sick if he can retire out of the Tigers. He's done so many amazing things with his club. So I'm pumped. Now, another big talking point as we wrap things up, just with Taylor May coming through, with some young guns coming through. We're looking at Star Toa, man. What's next for Star Toa? You think he's going to sign with the Tigers again once his contract's up? Do you think he's going? There's been so much media rumor. I don't know what to believe, but knowing Star Toa and kind of his trajectory that he's on, I feel like he wants to be here. Are you in the same boat?
Yes. And I met him in Auckland, actually. We got a photo together. Um, I didn't ask him directly, but his vibe was definitely team first vibe.
Love it.
And I've also heard, I won't say my source, because it could be wrong. But I've heard from someone who knows a relative of his quite well, and apparently a three year deal is about to be signed. That's what I heard.
That would be
But
awesome.
just like Stafford said, it's all rumors.
It's
It's
all
always
rumors.
rumors.
It's all rumors. You never know what's truth, eh? Nah,
I
that's
also want to
sick,
give a
man.
shout. I forgot to mention a player earlier as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
When you asked me players I've met, Sione Fanu,
Ooh, yeah.
one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Follows my podcast page as well. Legend, and super super humble, lovely person, and a great person to have at our club. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
hats off
awesome.
to him.
Actually, speaking of following your page, he's randomly been liking my reels like that I've been putting
Oh
in there. I'm like,
really?
what's going on here, mate? So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sione, if you're
Yeah.
listening, bros, I would love to have you on the channel, mate.
Uh,
Sweet. So yeah, as you look forward, obviously, I would say you're probably a pretty diehard Tigers fan. You don't seem like kind of guy who's going to switch teams. If we
Definitely not.
get
I just got a
another,
tattoo in Auckland
oh,
last
what'd
week.
you get? What'd you get?
I got our logo.
That's sick.
I would show
Traditional
you right
logo
now,
or the
but
new one?
it's under the new one. The new one. Yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
sick, man. That's actually one of my questions I wrote down. If you had to get a tattoo, what would you get?
Actually, do you want me to answer that if we win the comp?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, I better not, because I don't want people to steal my tattoo idea.
All right. Keep
I
it to
I will
after.
mess I will message you it. I'll
I
message you
bet.
it,
I
but I
bet.
don't
I
want
want
to
to
say it
hear.
publicly.
I want to hear. All right. So, a couple fun questions to wrap it up. If you had, do you have kids?
No,
No kids. So,
thank God.
if you, yeah, right. If you did have kids, if you had to choose one player to babysit your kids for a night where you went out with your significant other, who would it be and why?
Um. Oh shit, that's a good question. Probably Jareen Buller, because he's such a family man.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I go Dream Buller or I don't know, maybe even Samuel Elefanu, man. He's just cheeky. He gives cheeky.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, or any, yeah. Sioni's a dad as well, actually, and I see him post.
Ooh,
He
yeah.
posts about his kids all the time. So my kid, hopefully,
There we
go there
go.
for the
There we
night.
go. Sweet. And then who do you think scoring the last try of our season this year?
About season, shit. Who's it against? Titans. Oh, could be anyone against those useless pricks. I shouldn't tell too. We got it this weekend. Look,
Yeah,
I've
right,
probably just jinxed it
exactly.
now. Yeah, I know. I'm getting too cocky. Um, who scores our last? I'm going to go Latu Finu to really send us into 2026 on a with a lot of excitement.
Love that. Love that. If Jerome Luai were a Marvel character, which one would he be? Or just any superhero in general, I guess.
Ah,
Or villain, if you want. If you
okay,
want to
I'll
go
go.
with a
Can I
mate.
go any?
Yeah,
Or villain.
anything.
I suppose he would be a sort of villain, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Based on his on-field sort of persona. Um, hmm. I actually don't know superheroes that well. I'm not into it at all.
Uh, That's all right.
But I
That's all
don't know.
right.
Let's just go. You know what? Let's just go Batman.
Yeah, dude, he does give a little bit of Batman, doesn't he? Dark,
Yeah, but
mysterious, mysterious.
That's sort of like Taylor May's sort of thing too
Mm-hmm.
at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, when we win our premiership here in the next, I'm gonna I'm gonna say 5 to 6 years. I think we've got a premiership, or at least a good solid run at the premiership. Let's say that.
I think I think if we can keep sort of the squad we've got now,
Yep,
and just build on it, I think this is our premiership window, to be honest. Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, or at
Yeah.
least extremely deep finals footy, right? So if we
Yeah.
do come up to the premiership, win or lose, whatever it is, or draw. I love the boys there at win, lose, or draw. Um, who do you think we're going up against? What team?
Um, in a grand final.
Yeah. Who do you think just on based on everything you know, teams that we've seen kind of going on the up and up, kind of like us. Who do you think we'll go up against?
Oh shit.
I've got a sneaky
If it was
suspicion it's going to be Canberra Raiders for me, but
yeah, if it was this year, I'd probably go either Canberra or Penrith. Um, yeah, anything can happen in a year, you know.
yeah,
So
right,
yeah, our premier, even if we somehow made the finals this year, I don't think we can push for a premiership this year. Just being honest. Um, but I think yeah, once our premiership window, I think it'll be play. I think your clubs that are going really well at the moment will probably still be going really well for another 3 or 4 years. So your Melbournes, your Penrith, Canterbury, um, Canberra, yeah. What a surprise packet they've been, you know?
I know,
So,
wild,
but it could be anyone. All I pray is that if we do go up against Parramatta in a grand final, by that we absolutely demolish them
yeah,
because Parramatta beating us in a grand final would be the worst day of my entire life.
yeah, it would be brutal, absolutely
I
brutal.
hate Parramatta with every ounce of my being. And Manly as well.
Oh, dude, I cannot stand Manly. All my mates are Manly fans, and I just can't do it.
Are you from the Northern Beaches?
Nah, I'm actually from Melbourne originally. Moved up
Ah,
New South Wales, and then I actually live in America now. So I married an American, and so
oh shit! Are you in
yeah,
America right now?
yeah. So I woke up what 5:30 for this call. Yeah,
Oh shit, man!
yeah.
I
So
didn't
I've
even
been over
know.
here for a few years now, and been loving it. I love it over here, but I mean, I miss the West Tigers. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start talking
Yeah.
Tigers, dude. And so
Whereabouts in
far,
America are you?
I'm up in Michigan, so
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
far north
nice.
there, and yeah, man. So trying to plan a trip to come home, obviously see the family, but do a little tour, if you will, down in Sydney, get to a couple games maybe next year, and meet people like yourself and all that in person, and it would be super
Yeah.
fun. So
Come
yeah,
come to Brizzy for Magic Round.
that'd be sick. That's actually a great thing. So I almost went
Yeah.
out to Vegas actually this past year, for the games that they had out there, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna. There's no Tiger. If the Tigers were there, 140% I'd be there. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like Vegas too much. It's bloody hot and it's dry. It's gross. But yeah.
Yeah, people
Finally,
forget it's just a
yeah,
desert.
yeah. It's brutal. Have you been to States?
I have, yeah, when I was a
Oh,
kid
nice.
though. So
Oh,
yeah.
nice. That's sick,
Yeah.
dude. Finally, Titans round coming up here this weekend. Score prediction, first try scorer. What do you got for me?
Okay, first try scorer. Taruva.
Ooh,
I think he
I
gets
could
his
see that.
first in fullback. I think we split him up the middle and he's running great support. And yeah, under the posts at the eighth wonder and claws out, baby.
I love it. And what is your final score prediction for the night?
West Tigers 28, Gold Coast Titans 6.
Ooh, I like that. I was
I think we
leaning
put on
more
a clean.
towards 16 or 18 Titans, but if we're on, dude, we're on.
I think it'll be one of those like surprise sort of surprise. I know we're bursting bottom of the table, but I think it'll be one of those like hard just yeah, magical days,
I like it.
like we saw
I'm all
against the
for that.
Cowboys a couple of years ago, like we saw against
Yeah.
Sharks, last year, and then obviously the Golden Point victory as well this year was phenomenal. So
Dang.
yeah,
Well, guys, you heard it here first. We are going up. We're going to destroy the Titans. Big time, baby. Well, MattyG, thanks for jumping on, man. This has been awesome. You're a cool dude. I love chatting with you, and I'm glad we can make this work.
awesome. Thank you very much for having me. Go the
Yeah.
Tigers.
And then how can people find you? Your
Uh,
podcast,
s-
yourself, all that?
yeah. Speak Free podcast on Instagram or TikTok. If you're searching on Spotify and that, Speak Free with Matty G is the actual name of the podcast. But yeah, so
Awesome.
keen as.
Sweet,
But
mate.
yeah,
Well, you,
if you clip these up, tag the collaborate with the potty page too, because I'll
you got it.
you know
Absolutely. Appreciate
yeah,
you,
Matt,
mate. You got it. All
legend.
right, Matty. You take it easy.
You too, brother. Thank you.
See ya.